Please believe that somehow, some way, we gotta make it about the hood someday. Somehow, some way, we gotta make it about this life. Come on. Somehow, some way, we gotta make it about the hood someday.
Let's move on to this situation that's been affecting us here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. To our listeners who do not reside in Indiana, as of recently, there was an apartment complex that was condemned, and people were told they have an hour to be removed from their homes based on sewage, baggage, and unsanitary conditions. So a lot of those people are displaced, homeless, and what's your thoughts on that?
I got a mouthful because I have two friends that actually stay there. One of them has very young children like me, and the other one has teenage children. Either way it goes, I mean, you are affecting somebody's schedule, their life. They have jobs. They have things to do. Now, you telling me you have to call people off of work. You have to tell people you got to come and get your stuff. We talking about couches and beds, and you got kids' room furniture. You have, you know what I mean? How do you get all of that out in an hour? It takes us days at a time to move when you're moving from one house to the next. Exactly. So you give somebody an hour, or, you know, they extended it eventually to 3 hours to get their items out of their home, which they've been living in, and then they've been paying these bills. This is money that if they knew they had to move, they could save and help them move to some other place. You know what I mean? I just feel like that whole situation, and those people who owned that apartment building, they had to know something. They was just lazy, didn't want to do their job, didn't want to keep up with whatever paperwork or however you want to put it, and that's just selfish. You know what I mean? Because, you know what I mean, if that was your family, would you want them put out and they ain't got nowhere to go, and now we looking for vouchers and we got to figure out where our stuff gonna go, and that's just not right. It's not, in no way. And
I think, I mean, when you look at it from a rental standpoint, we not even halfway into the month, so people paid their rent and they ain't even got nowhere. They ain't got nowhere to stay. You know, it's definitely unfortunate.
How long do they got to be out of the apartment?
Until they get it back up to code.
That, or well, I guess condemning it would just be stopping them from living there.
Yeah, they condemn them until they get them back up to code. I know that I saw on the news that they had some waste management companies in there trying to clean up the sewage. So yeah, until they get it back up to code. And
so are they gonna get like a like vouchers for?
Right, they did have vouchers to give to, but I've heard two different sides to this. First, I heard the vouchers were only for people that originally had like Section 8 or some type of government assistance, but you know, later on down the line, I guess they gave them all a voucher for somewhere to stay, hotel, another, you know, home for Section 8, another, you know, something of that nature. So I just hope they get it fixed, because I can only imagine. I have two small children.
Right.
Somebody giving me an hour to give me and my kids stuff, and I couldn't do it. I would be angry, very angry. So everybody who was angry out there, everybody who does feel some type of way, you would not be the only one, because that was some bogus, insane, I'm going to say nice words.
Because Black Eye, what you think?
Yeah, I'm just looking at this video that I don't know what the name is, but they took some video inside the actual apartment complex and then did some interviews outside. But I did hear that, and again, we don't know this information, that they knew about it. They was trying to clean it up, and somebody called on them, and that's when they came out and noticed that the whole basement was flooded with sewage. And that's when they... But again, I don't know.
You didn't see no leak? Right. You didn't smell something?
Yeah, I heard
something didn't seem right?
People said that they smelled something for months. And that's when they made a couple of phone calls. But again, I mean, I don't know. I didn't live there. I just was going by hearsay, what people, you know, actually said.
Well, all I have is good vibes and positivity for everybody in the situation. And all I can say is I hope that everything turns out okay and those people have somewhere to go, you know?
Exactly. You know?
I know Red Cross, I think, was supposed to have been
out there helping
them out and trying to get them some places to move to.
You know, yeah, definitely. You know, it's definitely an unfortunate situation. And I definitely think those people who are renting that property need to have some type of compensation. You know, you done paid your money, and now you forced to have to do whatever.
And then for how long are you gonna be put out
Exactly.
until they get it together? You know what I mean? Like, however long they out of business, they should compensate them people for however long they out of business, and for that month that they pay for it, but still only stay there for a week, you know, and a half or so. You know, that's.
And I mean, they can. I think it's gonna go to the courts.
Yeah,
I think a lot of them are, you know, doing that. I've seen some Facebook posts about they supposed to have a meeting on Monday. So it's gonna be interesting to see how it turns out.
Right.
And you know, hope everything works out for everybody who's a part of it. Topic. We're gonna put Miss Lisa Love on the spot, and she came with a topic today. So what do you want to talk about?
My topic for the day is I saw a picture on Facebook, and it just simply says everybody is always trying to change the way people see things, and to me, I believe that that's the truth, because I mean, not all situations, not every single thing, but I mean, name one situation where you haven't been in where somebody's trying to manipulate your brain and be like, hey, well, you should probably do it this way, or you should probably say this, and she might talk to you if you go there. You know what I mean? Like, everybody has their own way, and everybody else wants you to do it their way, because we are human beings, we're instinctive, that's how we want it, right?
So
Is it basically about people want to change, you know, your natural
Right.
habits?
I mean, how do you feel about that quote within itself? You know what I
What?
mean? That people are always trying to change the way others see things. Do you necessarily believe that that's true, or how do
I
you
mean,
feel about
to me, everybody has their opinion. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to tell you something that they think you should do, and not think that what you're doing is right. You know, like I got 2 kids. You know, 2 women. People look at that situation like that's a terrible situation. You had 2 kids out of wedlock, but it's my situation. You know what I mean? So I just think that, like, I go back, and I know this might sound cliche, only God can judge you. You know what I'm saying? So to me, people are opinionated, especially when it comes to social media. They always want to tell you what you shouldn't do, what you should do. Only people I listen to is successful people. If you got $300 in the bank account and you telling me what I should do, and you fat, come on, man.
That $300 ain't even gonna satisfy.
Can't listen to you. You're done. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's just about, you know, I do take advice. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm going off of what you said as far as people being opinionated, but I take advice from people. But only take advice from people who I see making progress. You cannot be rich and balling, but if you're making progress and you got something that you want to give me advice on that can help me, that you know can help me, I'm going to listen to it. But if you fat and you have no money, I'm not gonna listen to you. If you ain't got that, what Roxanne said, if you ain't got that mental, if you ain't got that mental game,
right.
that spirituality, if you ain't a good parent, if your fitness ain't right, your finances ain't right, I ain't gonna listen to you. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? I can't listen to a fat guy with $300. So I don't know if I went up.
How you know he got $300?
Was 322.
22 is my favorite number. Look at him.
Rock solid.
I think perception is everything.
Right.
People perceive things totally different. You know, me and T.O. could watch a movie and take 2 different things from it. He may have his view, I'll have my view. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But like you said, you cannot take advice from people who you don't see progress in. Right. Some people just want to give you advice to see you in the position that you in. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of people who watching you just to see, oh, here you go again. Mm-hmm. You get
kind of doing good.
Right.
Let me give him some stuff that I did that was stupid.
Right. You know what I mean? So you just got to watch who you confide in, watch who you trust, and watch who you have around you.
Right.
And I don't have people around me who I have people around me who I feel in a time of need, how I would do for them, they would do for me.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And that's why you don't see many people around me.
Right.
You know, I mess with the boy T.O., you know what I mean?
260 on Instagram.
This guy just fucking
with 2 E's. Oh, 260.
You know, I mess with Blackout. But you were not gonna catch me with
Some straight
hanging with a lot of
randoms.
dudes. No, I'm chilling. You know what I mean? Because I feel like your friends, your family, everybody your kids should be an extension of you.
Exactly.
Everything is an extension of you.
Exactly.
And when people say friends of the same feather flock together,
Right,
that
so
I
the
feel
feather flock
I'm one of those people who I feel like it's a true
It is.
statement. But people try to change that statement and say, nah, it's not. No, it definitely is.
Right.
Just because it's you doesn't mean the circumstances
my mama
change.
has always taught me that from the time that I
Right.
was before a teenage girl. Like when she was able to start instilling that in me, that's the only thing she ever taught me is birds of a feather flock together. And I can say that because I'm a woman. So for me, I feel like that very well applies. You hanging with a girl who hang out with so and her and Sally and Susie, they go and do this on the weekend.
Right.
And just that one time they see you with that one person, everybody under the sun got that rumor and everybody think you doing what so and so doing.
Exactly.
And I hate that. And that's why you said you hang out with certain people. And I believe that. And I can agree with both of y'all on the fact that if you do one company, I would say keep company of, your own people.
Positive people.
Are exactly.
Like-minded
in the same boat
people.
as you can, like you said, acquire the same things that you can. And if they can't, what are they doing there for anyways, other than serving void and known reasons?
Exactly.
Taking up space for nothing. 'Cause
Exactly.
Right.
My
The
space
goal
is
should
full.
be to uplift each other,
Right.
and you should be able to be friends enough or family enough. If I see T.O. messing up, I'm gonna call him out on it.
Right.
I'm gonna check him. Check me. Blackout didn't check me before. You
gotta accept criticism. Man.
Right, and
Right.
accept it like, dang, okay, I didn't look at it like that.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So I just think perception is everything. But people have to realize you only got one life to live. Do what's best for you. Forget trying to fit in. Embrace your uniqueness. And
You gotta
stand on your own
applause
TV.
button to make it clear.
No, we don't have that yet.
Stand on your own 2 feet, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like straight up. Because if I'm around somebody and I can't hit you up and be like, yo, bro, I'm dealing with this. I need to hold something. And my man be like, nah. But yeah, he can come to me and I'll be like, here, bro, I got you.
Right.
No, son, I can't mess with you because everybody go through it. And right now, I just may be down right now.
Be worshiping here, y'all.
You know what I mean? But you hear
Pastor Rock Solid.
But you see people do it all the time.
Right.
You know, when they down, oh, they come to so and so, and then when they up and popping, and so and so come in, they like, oh, bro, I ain't got it, man.
Your
I
whole
had
family do that too.
Right,
It
you know what I
ain't
mean?
gotta be
So,
your friends, so.
That's what I say, man. I keep people close who look out for me because I'm gonna look out for my people, and that's what it's about. Perception is everything. That was definitely a good topic. Blackout, what you think, bro? Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna keep this thing going.
What up?
So we gonna keep this thing going
We
then.
gonna keep it rolling.
Yo, hit us up 260-442-8353. Hit us up with your questions and concerns, and definitely get your voice heard. Man, stop it. I bought the watch before you.
Oh, you did. Bro, go ahead.
Come on, stop the madness, man.
You trying to wear a black shirt like I got a black shirt?
Oh God, are you serious? Stop it.
Hold on, I got on a black shirt too. Maybe it was just a black shirt.
Oh, it's a black thing. Look, you got the white shirt.
It's okay.
But I got blackout on, so.
That's
Yeah.
like you need on it when you got on a white shirt.
So Miss Lisa Love, we finna come at you. We the people that heard us talk.
Okay.
So we finna ask you a question. Why is it that, especially black women?
Keep it 100 now.
Yeah, right.
Now.
Especially black.
Like it's okay to not be looked at in the best light.
Oh,
One thing I don't care about, I'm talking about my flaws, the
Exactly.
dumb stuff I do when ain't nobody watching.
Right.
It's okay.
Oh no, I'm okay with that. You ain't got to tell me. I'm
Okay,
not one of them. I'm cute, honey, but I ain't that cute.
Go ahead, go ahead now.
Okay,
It's
so
that HD.
so here we go. Why is it so many strong black single women?
I need some real good loving, 'cause I'm troubled by the things that I see.